I'm here in this Redwood National Forest here in California, and oh my gosh, how majestic, how beautiful. I just did a take of a video. The lighting isn't great, whatever. Here I am, and I just realized the power of repetition, the power of showing up, the power of showing up for your people with a message that actually matters to them. That's what matters. Today, I learned a lesson as a family man that do not ever begin your journey hungry. And what I mean by that is we get a certain amount of willpower. And that willpower will be tested, right? We have things that we're trying to do. And for us, normally that's business things, right? It's life things. You're trying to exercise, you're trying to keep your time up or whatever. Well, if you're trying to juggle too many of those things at once, you have too many initiatives, what's going to happen is you'll do none of them. So today we were walking before we ate. We show up here at Redwood National Forest, got the 4 kids in front of us and behind us. I don't know, they're all over, they're scattered, they're climbing, they're doing things. I started getting annoyed with with one of them because he starts breaking little branches. Now here's the deal, look. We're in a forest. There's lots of broken branches. It doesn't matter that much, but here I am, Mr. Hangry. Got a little hangry, you know? I snapped a little, tiny bit. Well, he snapped back. Whew. Doesn't normally happen from either of us, but here it goes. Then we had another one who started, she forgot to put her contacts in, so she's kind of seeing blurs. She's wondering if mountain lions are pursuing us. And she's getting a little perturbed with some of the things that her brother was saying and doing. And suddenly here in this beautiful, peaceful, perfect place, we're fighting, we're arguing. And even though we have this thing that we'd hoped for, this place that we wanted to arrive to, our hearts are totally out of it. It totally affects the way that we get to experience this. And so, of course, I'm walking the path. There was no destination. There's still not a destination right here. It's the question of how do you enjoy the path? How do you enjoy the walk? How do you enjoy the journey? And my family, like, hey, make sure you're fed. That's one thing. Enjoy the journey when you're fed. But for you, how can you make your path and your journey enjoyable? Or are you the kind of person that always has to hate on yourself and make yourself feel bad so that you'll go accomplish something? If that's a pattern you're in, stop it. Stop it now. Grow up a little bit. You're not some little kid that needs to feel bad because he didn't eat his spinach or he got a C- instead of a B+. Reward yourself. Treat yourself well. Get sleep. Eat. Exercise. Breathe. Pray. Love. Make love. Do the things that bring you joy. And if your work does not bring you joy, stop it. Change your work. Change the way that you work. Don't think that it has to be done the same way. Here's a big for instance. I'm about to go to a cave. Here's a big for instance. One of someone who's very, very important to me was working with me in one of my companies. And let's just say it wasn't going well. It wasn't going well. And it almost felt like I was just doomed to kind of keep him there in this place that wasn't productive. But something came to me and made me realize, you know what? It's okay to restack the deck. It's okay to say, this is what I want now. Maybe this other thing is what I wanted before, but this is what I want now. And to rearrange my time, my finances, my resources, my energy in a way that actually suited me, a way that made me feel great. And so I did. I did that, and almost instantly, life, vitality, and energy surged back into me. Now, you might have some things with employment. You might have some things with the people you're working with. It might be clients, it might be your family, it might be yourself. I'm just letting you know, who told you how to arrange those things? You're the one that signed up for that. You're the one that said that that's how it should be done and that's what's important. And you're the one that continues to do it. So if you're the problem, you're also the solution. If you don't like the path you're on, right? Get on another one. It might be better. It might be better. You have the ability to change. You don't always have to finish every meal, read every book. You don't. You have the ability to choose in and choose out at any point. So that is me, Donnie, sharing with you some of the lessons that I learned here in Redwood National Park with my family to teach me, to teach you, because all of this stuff is the same. Work life, home life, family. How about we make life your master work? How about you jump in, start asking yourself some questions, start on your path and on your quest. See you on the journey.